Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Chris, a.k.a. RumblePack92, and you are watching Waypoint's reaction to the Capcom E3 Showcase here 2021, Waypoint.com, YouTube, whatever the hell, I don't know. We got some special guests with us today. Directly to my, let me look at my screen again, to my right, we've got Carlos from Nerd a Day.
What's up, guys?
Directly below me, not a special guest, he works here, that's some other Josh.
For the love of God, Dino Crisis remake, please. For
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that, dude.
I would freak the fuck out.
And then, of course, finally, coming all the way from Patch Notes, it's Cesar. How was that? Was that good? Did you like that? Was that loud enough?
You were going to say towers, and I was just like...
Were you waiting for the towers? I'm sorry. Yeah, I have you in my brain as your Caesar,
Just
and
Caesar.
that's it.
Just Caesar. E3, one of my favorite annual events, right, Chris?
Yeah, it happens more than once a year.
What? Just once?
You son of a bitch. You're not coming back on this show ever.
Just ruined it.
I have no idea. As soon as I saw you were going to be on this, I was like, I know what I'm saying. I know.
He's been plotting.
Alright, well, anyway, it's already started. We're going to launch into it. I'm excited about it. I like Capcom games a lot. I'm a big fighting game, especially. I'm hoping to see either like Marvel vs. Capcom, some Street Fighter, something like that. But I mean, whatever they're willing to give us, I'm here to take. Let's go.
Yeah.
Mega Man here for Jordan. This is for Jordan.
It's making me bad in that way.
Bye, Mega Man.
Yo, this is a hype package.
Yeah, it sounds
sick. Right?
Everyone's had like a really cool intro graphic so far.
That's true. Yeah.
Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase. I'm your host, Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases, news, and updates from Capcom. We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team,
Monster Hunter
news from the world of Monster Hunter, and get the latest on Ace Attorney.
Everyone shout what you
Then
know.
we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Monster Hunter.
First stop today,
No
Resident Evil
Dino
Village.
Crisis, though.
The Resident Evil franchise continues to pioneer the latest and greatest in survival horror. The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. I'm honored to be able to introduce Tsuyoshi
25 is old for you?
producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans.
It scares me a lot.
Another time. Bye-bye.
Now I'm not scary. I'm just, what kind of words can I say here?
Whatever.
Anything.
None of the gamer words.
Where's Rose?
You got him.
Yeah.
She's everything to me.
It's a really realistic.
I'm not.
I think it's time you left.
I'm not scared of Resident Evil anymore. I'm just horny.
Go on, rest now.
I feel like the entire internet is that way at this point.
Yeah.
Can you blame them?
No.
Not at all.
Hi everyone, my name is Tsuyoshi Kanda.
Bro just did not do his hair.
He said, you
I
know
wanted
what?
to take this opportunity to thank everyone
They're like,
who's
he's like,
prayed
that's in
since
5
we launched the
minutes?
game in May. We hope
Like
you
literally me right
appreciate
now, I was
this
just like, I just woke up, I checked the time, I was like, oh shit,
As
I
a
gotta.
reminder, everyone who purchases Resident Evil Village will gain free access to our online multiplayer title, Resident Evil ReVerse, where players go head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and BioWeapons.
You can play as Jack with
I'm
his
now happy to announce
though.
that Resident
You
Evil
can play as DMX or whatever his name.
all supported
DMX.
platforms.
It doesn't make
So
sense.
head
Mr.
into
Just
the
make a
Fed
horde
with
mode.
the Resident
Oh,
Evil
Mr. X.
Village
You
anniversary.
can play as DMX, bro.
A little too soon.
Almost
Yeah,
DMX.
like a zombie DMX.
Yeah, exactly.
I popular demand.
Let's just started on additional DLC for Resident Evil Village. More info later. I figured there'd probably be an expansion for that. They were expansion for 7.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I thought
Kanda-san,
they
for that
didn't show
wonderful
it.
update.
Oh my God.
Next up, some
Well, they
long-awaited
started
news from the
development.
world of Monster Hunter. Whether it's
Hey.
adventuring alongside monsters
didn't
or
show
battling them
4
with
on screen.
friends, we've got something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new story-based
there you
RPG entry to the series,
I'm
Monster
one that's
Hunter
made to the
Stories
Switch?
2,
Yeah.
Wings of Ruin.
So creative.
I mean, technically both Rise and Stories are on Steam.
But this is the one that's coming soon.
Yeah, this is the one that's not out yet.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Weird way to start.
What was that?
I thought they played the wrong video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is this Devolver?
Capcom's horny too.
Some intern was like, shit, we're live.
Strong and skilled, but against the awesome power of nature, he was
Click
merely
up my
a
head
man.
tie real quick.
He never stood a chance.
All around, things just kept getting worse.
I love when they have
heard
British accents in Japanese
That Guardian
games,
Ratha
bro.
had survived
Oh, yeah.
and returned to Hekolu Island.
Dragon Quest cracks me up with
I
that.
went there to see Red's old monster
It's
again.
all over.
Yeah.
Was it a Nintendo game?
Zelda has,
Then, of
has
course,
a British
Breath of the
accent.
Wild. Zelda has a British
That's
voice.
when I met you.
I was thinking of
You were
Xenoblade.
given Red's kinship
Yeah.
stone, and
Mm.
now a Rathalos
Right,
head.
yeah.
This is destiny.
Where's Ron Perlman?
This is the legendary monster. Ratha,
That's
the
her name,
monster
right?
with the wings of ruin.
Is the movie good? I've never
Said
seen
that a
it.
beat of its
No.
wings can
For
bring
the love
about
of
waves of
God,
destruction.
it is not.
Many people believe there's a connection between
Who,
the
Josh?
strange happenings and the wings of ruin.
Sorry, just the
The
YouTube
pits
video
are
itself. I was like, I was gonna go
appearing
deaf.
And they're emitting a strange light.
Oh my god, it's a character from Smash. Rathalos.
I can't believe they
There's
made
somebody
an
out there
entire
right now
video
doing
game out of that character
Then
from
who-
Smash Brothers.
I love that Fortnite stuff. I love when people do that with Fortnite.
What's this whole idea of forming kinship with monsters? How do you control them?
It's not
With my
about
mind.
control. Monsters help riders of their own will.
They're just really throwing shade on control, huh?
And
Okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
bonds
It's not about
between
control, it's about monsters.
And riders are just like your bond with Tsukino.
So this is Pokemon, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a-
you're hunting monsters. Yeah.
Except this
What
time you
kind
can
of
kill
power
them
does
and
Ratha
make
really
boots out of
have? Why?
I love when they.
He
I
has
love
to.
when they.
And
I
who
love when
are
they
those
clearly
people
make a
who
song
want
in
to take
Japanese
Ratha
and then they
themselves?
translate it. Which is clearly what this
It
is.
never works.
If there's
Sometimes
one
Nintendo does a great
voice,
job with it. Nintendo's like really
Ratha will
solid when it
become
comes to that
anxious.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like Odyssey and
He
Smash
needs
Bros.
to know
Yeah.
that you
But-
will
but-
protect him no matter what. I can
What?
sense
What's
the
that
flame
cat?
that can
Excuse me?
weakening.
That was a weird looking
The
Palico.
burden of such great power is
Was
too
that
much
supposed to
for
be a
his body to
Palico?
bear.
Why
I
was
guess,
why
right?
Is it
I
so
don't know.
weirdly like
That's a
bone
weird looking
texture?
Palico.
A voice.
Like everything else looks pretty
Can you hear
like
it?
good.
That was
That
Trying to throw
cat
people
looks
off of
straight
a
up
Switch
like
Pro.
that cat looks straight up out of a freaking Nick
Surely
Jr.
you
show.
can groove with fellow
It's just because it's like there's like no texture on
They
it.
have
It's
the
just,
power
it's
of
just
kinship.
solid.
They're friends. They're
As a father of
monsters.
two, Caesar,
Humans
yes, that is
carry the
correct.
strength of
That
everyone
does
they
look like a
meet.
Nick Jr. show.
That makes them strong.
Like, look at him.
My friends here.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a Palico. We saw one in a hood.
I believe in the strength of humanity.
Definitely gonna catch my kids watching that. Wait, is this Monster Hunter? And Nick Jr.?
If they made a Monster Hunter Nick Jr. show, but it was just like the cats, I would not be surprised. Like,
I'm down
Yeah,
listening.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, that might
If
get
I'm
me into
honest.
Monster Hunter.
If it's just about the Palicos.
Nick
Oh,
Jr.
yeah.
hire me, I will make that show for you. I know nothing about Monster Hunter, but I'll do it.
I mean, they hired the Resident Evil.
Oh my god, is this Pokemon Sword and Shield? Dog's got a sword.
New Monsty. New Monst?
Shiny monster.
Trial version, progress transfers. They did that with the last Monster Hunter too. I really like that.
Okay.
Ah, do you think
do
they
like
have
the
features
$20
locked behind amiibos again?
Oh,
$20
they have
amiibos?
to.
Yeah.
Everyone
you can,
loves
You can
that.
link your save data. That's really cool. Between this and Rise, get some outfits and shit. That's rad.
Looks pretty epic, right? And how about that announcement?
I don't know why.
The
Anytime
canine
anybody says
companion
epic,
Palamute
it's really
from
weird for
Monster
me.
It just
Hunter
takes you
Rise
back to
will be
like
joining Monster
2012.
Hunter Stories 2
Like-
as one of the new Monsties
What an
in the
epic
first free
gamer
title
moment.
update coming soon after the
Yeah.
game's release.
Epic and Gamer, I
You
hate
can get
those
an
words
early
so
peek
much.
at the game
Oh,
with
yeah.
the Monster
Oh, yeah.
Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th,
God,
which
the
also
internet's
carries your
ruined.
progress over to the full game release just a few weeks
I used
later
to
on
be
July
so
9th.
pure.
That's not the only way to join the hunt. Millions of you made Monster Hunter Rise a huge success earlier
Rise is
this
sick.
year. and we have even more content coming.
Rise,
New
I think, is my
collaboration
favorite
on the
Monster Hunter
rise.
game so far.
Let's find out more.
I never play it.
It's because they did
I keep
the
watching
beautiful
Camille
thing
play it.
of cutting out all of the bullshit.
Yeah.
So
Keep
where
watching Camille play
it's
it.
go, kill monster, make pants out of it, and repeat. And that's it. That's the game. It's awesome.
Keep watching Camille and Joe play it, and it looks so much fun.
It does look really fun. Like I've never touched the series, and it looks like something I want to, like step into, but it's always like always seems daunting.
Rise is the perfect place to get into it. Like they've made it. It's the most accessible like Monster Hunter game. I think they do a good job of explaining what tons of stuff do. They've simplified just about everything outside of the combat and stuff. Like if you want to get into Monster Hunter, like now's the best time to do it. I think.
And it's only on the Switch, right?
Yeah, Switch exclusive.
Which is crazy because it looks so incredible. Like that's probably right now the best looking Switch game.
It's running
like,
on the Resident Evil engine.
Really?
That engine's great, man. The RE engine's absolutely beautiful, man. Like,
remember when they were streaming Resident Evil 7 only in Japan for Nintendo?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dude, like it was so weird. Like
oh, that's one of my favorite fights. Hell yeah! You get a wallet chain!
What a change! What a fucking shift in like tone.
It's so Nomura did that. That's what it was.
We're getting Twitch emotes in video games now? Hell yeah.
Like my second home.
You think you can take on Rondine?
I don't know what's happening anymore, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
I love this.
This music's
I love everything about
vibe,
this. Version 3.1.
I take it over like.
Wow, that drops the same day as the demo for the next game.
There's another
available
game.
now.
There has never been
available
a better
now.
time
Shadow
to be a
Drop.
Monster Hunter fan. With all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories
Start
of
tweeting.
adventure.
Did you know Monster Hunter's out right now?
The only thing Capcom has in store for us.
Did they just shadow drop Monster Hunter?
Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to
I'm trying to create a fun moment because I really doubt Capcom's gonna have anything for me.
North American and
Ace
European future attorneys will finally
Maybe.
be able to get their hands on the great Ace Attorney Adventures and the Great Ace Attorney 2, which were previously only available
I was gonna
in
make a
Japan.
Monster Hunter tweet.
You'll travel back in time to the late 19th century Japan and London.
It's a
Play as
prequel?
Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, in this
You're not
action-packed
Phoenix Wright?
prequel.
Hold on.
Now let's hear more about the story.
So then,
I don't want it.
this mystery.
Oh shit, he's like
Oh, I've
Sherlock
seen this.
Holmes.
I've seen this clip somewhere.
Welcome to the center
Oh, it was
of
the
the
E3
world.
hype trailer that they showed that
Great
clip.
Britain's mighty capital, London.
Right, Britain's
London.
capital.
Welcome to the British Empire, London. Nobody can make fun of me because I'm making fun of them.
Unravel this mystery and discover what events
Phoenix up in the
led to this
courtroom
curious
be like,
murder.
I was out
Who are you?
last night with this
Sherlock
white
Holmes.
bird.
You must have heard of me.
Objection, you wanker.
Let us engage in the art of deduction.
His name is
Sure.
Holmes.
Oi, bruv, listen up.
You fudging the loo.
We got a sticky chav up in here.
The game is a game is the fun.
It would seem the truth is now tantalizing.
What's up with the steampunk glasses, man?
His name is fucking Sholmes.
Demands its
I
right
can't
to
get
I like how we were
examination.
I like how we were just talking about the Japanese games having British
Hey, you about to
accents.
stab your fucking other juror.
Your testimony
Objection.
Like he did it like this.
We were just talking about Japanese games having British accents, and they really just heard us, and they were like,
Oh yeah.
How about a whole
Yeah.
game in blood?
What if we
Fuck it,
wrap
we're-
that up to
we're
a
committed. Even the Japanese dude is speaking in British. Like what?
I mean, they live in
You're
London.
the best
They live.
lawyer in the world.
Oh,
Comes out
that's
soon.
good.
So we
Damn.
have 10
That's cool.
new cases and 8
10
mini
new
escapades
cases.
where you can take on the role
Phoenix
of a
Wright has always been the
defense
thing where like I'm not super
Now,
hyped of
we
it, but
all
I
wanna
love
see
it.
some
Like
gameplay,
I
right?
love it.
Let's
Like for
take
what
a
it is.
closer first look
I
at
think
2
it's hard to beat
gameplay
those
features
original
new to
3
the
games,
franchise
so,
in
Yeah.
the Great Ace
Yeah.
Attorney Chronicles.
Those are classics.
Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination.
Say it 5 times fast.
Hello.
I feel like she just
I'm
said
not
words.
spoilers.
Minor
Maybe
spoilers.
Brand manager for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Let's just watch Halo.
I would definitely turn this off and like fuck this.
Where to?
The Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present 2 new gameplay features, Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination, coming to the Ace Attorney series.
Sure.
That poor intern who had to stay up late to figure that out.
On Ace Attorney, it already works.
It was perfect, yeah.
While investigating to prove your client's innocence, players will come across conspicuous situations that require further examination with the help of Ryunosuke's legal aid, Susato, and the brilliance of deduction
what are
from
these
Detective
games?
Herlock.
They're really fun.
Great value Sherlock Holmes.
They're silly,
They are fun,
but they're so much fun to play.
Stream the entire series, Chris.
Bro,
Herlock will proceed to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. A grandiose, yet flawed, series of conjectures.
Scissors!
He's just holding a pair of scissors and it's just like nobody said anything.
They're like covered in blood. He's like, I didn't do it.
They went that way.
Has a shirt that says "I did it," and it's just
yeah.
Bolshevik. I'm just trying
Try to get
to I hate when presentations do this. They just spend too much time on the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
These are all things that a tutorial in the game could let me know.
These are fine, but if I'm looking for them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I see your game and I'm like, I want to look that up, and I find like a 10-minute trailer, like I'll watch it because I went to look for that.
Ryunosuke and Susato will then
But I'm here to look
I
at
think
like a general
Xbox did a
showcase.
good thing for that.
Yeah, it was like pretty And they know that everybody's kind of there for Halo. So they spend a lot of time talking about Halo for
players
that.
will be prompted to search for clues
The Halo
that
one
help
wasn't
identify
like
the
terribly
errors.
long, though, and I
It wasn't a lot. It wasn't like
another trailer today. They said, here's more.
There's
I
details.
got the feeling that the second Halo trailer was supposed to be originally part of that, and they're like trying to.
As players presented new evidence
You slide it in there.
Herlock will amend his deductions.
But it was like a
based on
good
new information.
But it had the most time of the presentation for sure.
Upon uncovering the truth, Ryunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical.
You're right. Yeah, I was looking back at it today, and
Thank God
I was
that was in the beginning, actually.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
I was
went back
looking
and
back
watched.
at it.
Yeah,
Look,
I went
is
back
that
and watched
hair?
the
Is that
VOD.
what that's
And
supposed to be?
That's a woman's hair.
I don't know. Oh my God. Is this the
Yes!
imposter?
You're not a man at all. You're a woman.
Busted.
Ew,
How do you say that, Herlock? That was weird.
It just makes me want a new LA Noir game, honestly. That over there.
That's the DLC. We teamed up with Rockstar.
Bro, yeah, imagine an LA Noir Phoenix Wright crossover.
Okay, now I could get behind that.
It's a really elaborate ruse.
Oh my, yeah.
It was it though, because her hair was sticking out of the wig.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm just gonna stay in this corner, guys. Just don't come near me.
Yeah. Look at me only from the front.
Yeah.
A ballerina on the run.
Elementary.
How good is she at voice acting
courtroom
that
battles,
she just like
players
got away
will
with being a
attempt to
really
convince
hairy
6
dude?
jurors of the innocence of their
Elementary,
client.
my dear
The
Sholmes.
progress will be displayed and represented by 2 scales of
Sholmes.
justice. One black, representing a guilty
You really love
verdict.
that, don't you? You
One
really
white.
love that his
I
name
can't
is just
get over it,
Sholmes.
dude. What a fucking name.
Jones, like,
Summation
Herlock.
examination. Take the
A great
stand
value
face
show.
off against the jurors.
They could have just done Phoenix Wright. Look at these character
All of
models. They
whom
could have just
provide
done
explanations
Phoenix
as to
Wright.
why they've reached their guilty verdict.
I'm really worried about this one juror with the knife. Really
Jurors have
lackadaisical
weapons.
with how he's using that. Yeah.
You'll have to identify conflicting
Yeah, my man's
statements
got a
and sway the
sword.
jury in your favor.
Have you ever done jury
Examine
duty?
each statement carefully and select 2
You'd be
contradicting jurors
surprised.
to call
You'd be
out the flaws in
surprised.
their logic.
One juror had a gun. I'm just kidding. I've never been in jury duty.
Objection.
Dude,
I'm
I
just
like
saying.
the
I'm just trying to make this fun for
Just
me.
throwing stuff out in the ether.
I'm just trying to make stuff. I'm just trying to make this fun for me.
Be ready to
Like, this
provide
is fine.
evidence from the court record to help prove the contradiction in their claims.
See, this
Okay.
looks like Phoenix, right?
Yeah, this
Jesus,
is
Successfully
what I-
point out
How
when
about
they
This is
that?
what I
have
reckon is
contradictions
Ace
among the jurors.
Yeah.
You might just change their minds too. With a slam of their fist, each
Yes.
juror you persuade will send a
Are you doing
fiery
cross
bolt once the
stitch?
scales
I mean-
above and literally take
I like how
What questions
Justin
do you
had the
have?
same reaction to that.
Bring each contradiction to light and Persuade the jury to help prove your client's
Glad we broke away from England.
Objection.
The fuck? That's cool as hell.
Whoa!
This has just been a small taste of the exciting
What is
new
this
gameplay
game?
features in the great Ace Attorney.
It's so boring and
We're
it's
very
not.
excited
Like
to
it's
get
really
this
weird.
No,
like
it's actually fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like what they're showing right now, it's just like they're showing a lot of. They're showing a lot of nothing, and they're showing a lot of shit that's making me interested.
I have a bunch of games to
It's
catch
awesome.
up
It's
on.
awesome.
There's some exciting new
Here's the
adventures
thing,
and
all that
titles
stuff
to
is
look
probably
forward to.
really fun to
Well,
play.
that's a look
It's
at
hard
the
to
new
watch like
premieres
5
from
minutes of that
Capcom.
after,
What about
after a
esports?
deep dive into Monster
Let's
Hunter.
close out today's showcase with a few
Yeah.
words from two of the stars of Capcom Fighters.
Hell yeah, let's
TV
go.
Wait, what?
and Vicious.
Damn.
They'll
Did
tell
they
us
say they're gonna
what's
close out the
going
show?
on in
Yeah,
Capcom
apparently this is the
esports,
last
including
Yeah.
updates on the
It's a
Capcom
short
Pro Tour,
showcase.
Intel
I
World
imagine
Open,
it's gonna be like the
Street
Square
Fighter
Enix one where
League,
they're gonna
and
keep
all
doing
the other
more throughout the
content
year.
on Capcom
Yeah, keep doing
Fighters.
more and more.
Over to you guys.
Yeah, annually.
It's the way to go.
Yeah,
Honestly.
annually.
Yeah.
Annually, yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple times throughout the year, annually.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Capcom
shit, it's
esports
Vicious.
presentation for E3 2021. My name is Vicious, commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League.
That name means nothing to me. Who's Vicious?
I mean, he's a Street Fighter commentator. He's one of my favorites.
What's going on, Rob?
Oh my goodness, Vicious. Host extraordinaire. That just sounds beautiful.
Like
it has a
vicious,
ring
yipes,
to it.
like
And I think that's the
like
perfect word to describe what we have for everyone today.
If you haven't heard, like,
Capcom
seen like
E3, it
yipes
just
like
feels
commentate,
right and you feel the
like
electricity in the
anything
air.
FGC, you're missing out.
Nice! What? That was nasty.
There he
And there
is.
might be some people at home
There's
Vicious,
Tasty
who
Steve
don't fully
next
know
to him.
what
Oh, I
competitive
love
Street Fighter
Capcom Pro
5 is.
Tour, man.
The long and the short of it
I
is
really
this.
do.
We travel all around the world, state to state, country to country, and we try to bring our
The
opponent's
AEW.
life
It's all the
from 100
AEW.
all the way down to 0.
They're a
It feels
sponsor.
pretty goddamn good doing it.
That's right, Rob. If you think you're the best,
Dang.
I think I did. Kenny Omega.
the Capcom Pro Tour to prove it and become possibly a world champion at Street
What do you guys
Fighter 5.
think we hear about 6? I'm thinking like PlayStation or Evo.
So in this
I was
year's
about to say,
CPC overall,
that feels like an
it's a
Evo.
series of tournaments that have $5,000 on the line for each
Are they doing
tournament.
Evo this
Evo
year?
announcement?
That money alone.
Yeah, they are.
It's all digital.
I think it's digital though.
It's about
Yeah,
making
just
it
like
to
last
the
year.
granddaddy of
Yeah,
them
because
all.
Sony bought them.
Capcom Cup.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
So
they didn't buy
for the
Evo.
longest-
They have a majority ownership of Evo.
Oh, that's right. That's
So
true.
behind
That's
me,
true.
you
Yeah.
can
It's like they
see
own most
in
of it.
all of its
Oh, there was
glory,
yipes in the crowd there in that
Capcom
shot.
Pro Tour 2021 official
that
stage
mini
is
fridge,
set,
I want it.
And that's a place that you
Red
are
Bull.
very, very familiar with.
That's
I
right.
want-
we
I
take
want the
all
Red
of
Bull
our
one, I
events
want
and
the
broadcast
Xbox
it
one.
live
Put 'em right
from
next
the
to each other.
stage.
The
You can
Xbox
check
one,
out all
yeah.
the
Yes,
commentators from
make
each and
them
every one of these
put in
regions.
the switch on
And
these
speaking of, the
ones.
Capcom Pro Tour has
Yes.
shaped up a lot.
Open mouth
2021,
hug.
we have 32 events going on in the Capcom Pro
You
Tour.
Street
spanning
Fighter
across
fans
19
shower.
different territories. So there's so
Actually,
many
that is
opportunities for
surprisingly,
players
yeah.
from around the world.
Surprisingly.
to get
Yeah.
into Capcom
It's-
They look
Pro
really
Tour.
stylish too. That's what I'm saying.
Upsettingly,
Yeah.
yes.
From what 2020 was into what we can
Sorry to
expect
disappoint
for
Josh, but
2021.
yes.
There was a legit question.
Look, bust that bubble real quick.
Most Street Fighter players that
Not
I've
only can you
met
catch the
are
Capcom Pro Tour
like
live on the Capcom Fighters
like
channel,
well-adjusted
you can do so
human
on
beings.
a plethora of platforms. We have
unlike
it on
most other
Twitch,
fighting games.
They're not
YouTube,
degenerate.
of course, if you don't catch it live, you can check out the VOD
Let's rank
of
the
all
most
competitive
well-adjusted
fighting you would
fucking
need to
fighting
become a successful
communities.
All right, well, Street Fighter's up there
as well
for
as catching
sure.
some of the community
And
focused
that's it.
content that we have on Capcom Fighters.
Smash
We have
F
no news, the
Street Fighter's up there, and that's it. Nothing else.
We have Seth
Nothing
from
else.
around the world, and
PlayStation
playoffs
All-Stars
from
Battle
exhibition
Royale
first
fans,
to
God
10.
tier.
Not
Don't
only that,
exist.
actually, you have Street Fighter
You're the only one, Josh.
season after season,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like 2-3.
Josh, you're number one in the world because nobody else wants to play that game.
All three of
Who will
them.
walk away with the championship
I'll give Braden K to
and the
play with me.
See, all three of them.
$150,000 prize pool.
Street Fighter League is something that you don't want to miss because normally we only have 1v1 content. But now you actually have your teammates at your back, and every decision that you make is not just
I
about
love
you
when they try to
anymore.
make esports player look cool.
On Street Fighter League
Oh, yeah.
later this year.
Because this is never.
It's Oki time. What's gonna happen?
Just never
It,
does.
yeah, it doesn't work.
It's the movement.
I will always
like trying
be
to make-
so. I will always be so impressed at the production value on,
Let's
like
not
especially
forget,
on the Capcom
the
Pro
Intel
Tour.
World Opening is
Like,
happening
it's one thing when they do the
right
shots of like them
now.
actually
Players
playing.
representing
Like, yeah,
11
that's
regions around
fine
the
or whatever.
world
It's
are
when they
competing
have
for
them
their
standing
place
and they're just
in the
like,
World Finals happening next month.
and they
You can
do like
check
the
out
background
official
lights and shit, and
website
it's
for
just
more
like, it's
information,
not working.
including current
Yeah,
standings,
It's
it's,
just
it's
not-
like, look, I appreciate y'all
To
trying to
commemorate
make
this
this look
event,
like a
everyone
legitimate
who
sport.
logged
Maybe
in
that's a
during
step
this
too far.
period
You know, like it doesn't. You don't have to make them look like they're football players.
You do not
Yeah, that's fine. Well, then you have Sonic Fox, who like comes out, you know, in his suit,
like
and he looks
full
awful.
fursuit, yeah.
Future Capcom Pro Tour.
Well, it's because they own it, you know, like they're very confident in
That's
who they
true.
are.
We started
So
off
it's
with
like
the Japan region. We've had a couple of more events.
I mean, that's how it started. Like, I remember like one night I was bored watching Evo, and I saw Sonic Fox pop up. I was like, "Who is this? I need to know more about this person."
They're like the greatest like fighting game player
Of course, your boy is from
I know,
Ohio.
yeah.
Because
They are, yeah.
they're just so good at like every game they play. It's ridiculous.
So yeah, so it's like it's not even jack of all trades, it's like master of all.
Yeah. Not only do they play like every major fighting game, they win so many tournaments, dude.
They win every major fighting game tournament.
And then on the free time, just like I'm gonna make tutorials so you know how to play this character.
Stream all the time, like I think they're still considered like
That's what I'm talking about.
I think you're right.
I love that trophy.
So
That's a baller trophy, really.
Don't know anything about. Yeah, I don't know anything about Street Fighter, but I know Shoryuken.
Thanks, guys. It's been a really exciting
It's hard to meet anybody that knows anything about video games that doesn't know about Ryu or Shoryuken.
Remember to check out Capcom Fighter's Twitch and YouTube channels for more information and to watch the latest matches. So that's a wrap for Capcom at E3 this year. Let's recap what we all saw. Resident Evil Village is back. The latest installment of the survival horror experience.
Just a raptor just comes up behind her, like, it's confirmed.
Eats her whole.
We have new adventures to embark on.
I love how she
the
talks
world
like an
of Monster
animatronic.
Hunter, with Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings
I
of
don't know how to
Ruin,
use my hands.
Monster Hunter Rise.
Feels like
And
I'm on a
don't forget
Disney
to go back
ride.
in time with the great
Yeah.
Ace Attorney
It's a great
Chronicles
thing.
to tap into
The
the
Claire
family history
jacket,
of
though.
Phoenix
The
Wright
Claire
and
Redfield
solve new
jacket is awesome.
cases.
Oh yeah.
Finally,
Absolutely.
don't miss out on the esports fun.
No, she's speaking like
Make
this
sure you
is
catch the
Japanese
latest matches with
businessman
Capcom
holding
Fighters.
a
Big
gun.
boy.
There really is something for everyone here today. But don't go anywhere
Sure.
yet. Join
You
the
can say
conversation
that.
on Twitter and make sure you
Doesn't
check
mean
out
it's
the
true.
Capcom virtual booth on the E3 portal to watch all these videos again and more. I'm Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer. Thank
And
you
more.
for being part of the Capcom experience at E3 this year.
Spoiler, no, there's not more.
There was not more, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I think
Bruh.
I love how they spent like a lot of it on games that already came out.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, it even started out with Resident
With
Evil.
Resident Evil Village.
Mhm. They didn't even show anything new.
Yeah, they didn't even like flex. They're like, nah, you already buy it. You just buy it. Just go
They're
ahead.
like, buy it again, you nerds.
Yeah, we know you thirsty sons of
Whatever, we
bitches.
don't
Go.
care.
They did that because they know the Samsung AI woman has now taken over dominance. And like, hey, Lady D still exists, y'all. You can still get it on.
You can still have her chase you everywhere you want.
Exactly.
Excellent. There's not a better way to live, I think. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Monster Hunter stuff though.
Ooh, hold
That
on.
looked interesting.
There was that trophy.
Yeah.
Hot
Yeah,
damn.
That's
that-
beautiful.
It's a
What a
beautiful
sick
trophy.
looking trophy.
What do you do after you win that? Just have like so much sex?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
my
100,
God,
100%. You point out in the crowd, you go,
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
You
Yep.
taking you
Hey, you know what?
You're coming home with me.
You try to do the Stanley Cup thing and like eat out of it, and then you realize it has LEDs and then it burns out. You're like, I just ruined this trophy.
Just electrocute yourself because you tried to drink a
The
shot
idiot.
of
I just pour a milkshake in here. What the hell?
You think anybody's like? No. Like, you think anybody's like ever used one of those trophies as a toy?
Oh
I
yeah.
hope
Or like
so.
tried
They're
it? Like,
esports players. See, come on, bro.
I hope so.
I'm
maybe
sure.
somebody
What
took it
kind
in
of
the
toy?
shower.
Wait, what kind of toy? Wait, I just got onto that.
What do you
Wait,
mean?
bro.
Yeah. Receptacle.
I'll tell Josh, I'll tell you when you're older.
He's like an action figure?
Okay.
It's like, what
Yeah.
do you mean?
Yeah.
As an amiibo, as an amiibo.
You do tech decks off the fucking trophy.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, how cool would that be if that trophy was just a giant Ryu amiibo? Like, it's just like a giant, like,
so
Ryu.
cool.
Popped on
And
your
it,
Switch.
it allows you to drop Ryu into Breath of the Wild.
Dude, any
Falls from the
Nintendo
sky,
game.
like- and then also you unlock fast travel for some reason.
Yeah, for whatever reason. That's it. That's the one.
$30.
He just ride Ryu's back. But it's like Daddy Ryu with the beard and shirtless.
Shoryukens into the sky. So all right, Carlos, give me quick thoughts, man. What'd you think?
Short, but not too terrible. I think it wasn't too bad. I wanted something to wow me, and there was no wow moment. But I wish there wasn't too much on the Ace Attorney systems. Like Caesar mentioned, like I wish there wasn't like too much time dedicated. I'd be like, hey, we got 2 new systems. Here's like a little glimpse. Check the rest on our YouTube. And move on.
Yeah, I feel you on there. It feels like they might have lingered on that for too long. Josh, how you feeling about it, man?
This is easily out of everyone I've watched so far, this is easily the worst. And like I went in with it into it with low expectations, and even like yeah, exactly. Like they said what they were gonna talk about, and I was like, okay, well they can still do more, and they didn't do more at all. Yeah, exactly. They did exactly what exactly what they said they were gonna do, and that was it. And I thought we'd at least get more from Resident Evil Village. Like I know that game's like fresh, but I thought maybe they started working already, and there would be.
It's cool they at least said something
that they're working on.
Yeah. But I mean, I also kind of assumed they were going to be adding to the game. Like that wasn't necessarily.
Yeah, it was like expected.
Like, hey,
yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Caesar, man? What do you think?
That's funny that Josh says that this is the worst that he's seen, because this is easily like up there for me, because it is not Randy Pitchford going up and talking to people that don't want to talk to him.
Yeah, it is uncomfortable.
It is not Coke Media or whatever they're called, just talking for 2 hours, not
that's a good
showing
point,
anything.
That was horrible. Yeah.
I also didn't watch that one.
I didn't watch that one, thankfully.
But they showed things, and it was fine. It's not the best one I've seen. It's not really good either. It was just like it's fine for the people that wanted it.
I think. Oh,
like
sorry,
for the people that know Capcom and love Capcom, and they like religiously, except for the Mega Man fans, they love this. Like they really like this, or not loved it, but they liked it.
Yeah,
like they liked it just fine.
It
was just like.
I think it's great for if you're like a fan of any one of those games,
But it's missing a lot. Like they didn't have any Halo multiplayer. Which
it didn't have any Halo multiplayer, but what does?
None at all.
The Waypoint Reacts video has Halo multiplayer right here, baby. There we go.
Also, the multiplayer overview we're watching right now has Halo multiplayer.
And this I would say that as well, Josh.
It's crazy that how much they changed the graphics of Resident Evil Village.
I know, dude. It's so crazy. Where are the zombies?
A completely different game.
Also, it's in space now.
Popping off.
Yeah, on a ring type area.
Ace Attorney looks very different.
Bro, I'd play that British one if this is what it looked like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, am I about to get into Monster Hunter right now? This looks sick, bro.
Where's Rathalos?
Oh, man.
I can't believe they gave that guy from Fortnite a game. It's crazy.
But, yeah, I think the Monster Hunter stuff was cool. I'm glad we got to see some stuff for the upcoming Monster Hunter stories, because I think it's like... I know it's Monster Hunter Stories 2. I didn't play the first one, but the idea of like a specifically a single player story based Monster Hunter game looks really cool. I had a lot of fun playing Rise. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't announce any new DLC specifically for Rise outside of like those cosmetics. Because they have said it's like, hey, we're going to keep adding new monsters.
Well, they said
and stuff to the game.
They did say that there was gonna be like content drops, but they didn't really go into detail of what they were.
Yeah.
Aside from the cosmetics.
I do like the crossover between the two of them though, where if you have saves of both of them, they'll send stuff back and forth. Like I like that a ton.
Right.
I don't care about that Ace Attorney game. And as far as like the Capcom Pro Tour, I mean, they basically said, hey, Street Fighter Pro Tour is happening again. But they said that for like 8 minutes, you know?
Yeah. For a very long time.
Like, yeah, I know it's happening. So, is there anything else? And I mean, it was a cool montage though, as a big fan of the Street Fighter Pro scene.
Give me Mega Man. Where's Mega Man?
I get the feeling they're going to be showing more of these. Like digital events like that really feels like the way the industry is going, and I'm kind of here for it. I like the kind of like steady flow of smaller things like that rather than just kind of hoarding it all for one point in the year.
That's true, yeah, and I think there's an expectation.
As much as I like E3 time and like where everyone comes together and they all.
It is
cool
good to know.
Spread out.
It is good to know for E3, like it's like a guarantee during this weekend, a bunch of stuff is just gonna happen.
Yeah, right. and I think we're still gonna see like a handful of companies like continue to do that. Obviously, Microsoft was like, "Yo, here's an hour and a half.
You're never getting rid of us.
Of bangers front to back."
Did you see like Phil Spencer's like keynote before that?
No, I didn't get to watch that.
He basically said like we will always support the ESA and always be at E3 for as long as that is. And so it was just like so he's basically just said you're never getting rid of us.
That's beautiful. I love it.
I love it.
And I like that companies are looking at E3 like that. Just like a place to come together.
Yeah, like but overall, though, I think it was like as a Street Fighter fan, it was fine. I was hoping maybe we'd get like hey, there's one more character or like a Street Fighter 6 tease or something. But I mean, I guess maybe we'll get
Tekken versus Street Fighter.
Yeah, exactly. I assume we'll probably get like a like Carlos said earlier, like probably like Evo or something like that is more likely to get big fighting game announcements.
I wouldn't be surprised if at like the next state of play they like have like just you hear Hadouken at the end or whatever, and then a sign that says "Follow us at Evo" for
coming
more.
Soon.
Damn, yeah, that'd be good. And with Capcom and Street Fighter specifically being like PlayStation exclusive, like I bet you like maybe once Sony finally comes out of the woodwork, we might see something there as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. This, of course, was Waypoint Plus guests reacting to Capcom's E3 presentation. Carlos, where can we find you, man?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I don't have like a custom URL yet, but if you guys get me to 100, I can get one. But you just search Nerd Day Podcast, it'll pop up. I have a legally, okay-ish symbol that kind of looks like the Reboot logo. And I'm on audio podcast as well.
Shout out to Reboot.
Yeah.
Man. Caesar, what about you, homie?
You can find me at Caesar Towers on Twitter. You can follow my show at Patch Notes Vids on Twitter. The link tree is linktr.ee/patch notes. You can follow us there. I Twitch stream sometimes at Caesar Towers. And yeah. That's about it. I don't know.
And yeah, that's it.
That's it. I don't know.
I'll have all that in the description. Subscribe or whatever.
I interviewed Xavier Woods once. You could check that out. That's Simply Sassy.
That's actually rad. Okay, there you go.
Right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Awesome. All right, we'll see you at the next Waypoint. Later, y'all.